Hello, my name's Clara Hermit and I am a vegan, or should I say I'm a vegan and my name's Clara Hermit, because apparently vegans like to announce the fact that they're vegan wherever they go really loud, which I have seen never. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my story of how I came from being a full-blown meat eater who grew up on a farm to being a vegan. I went vegan 3 years ago, and prior to probably about 3 or 4 months before me going vegan, I always thought of vegan people being like white man with dreadlocks, wearing hemp clothes, walking around with a tatty guitar, being all like, yeah man. Not that there's anything wrong with that at all, but I just had this like real stereotypical view of what a vegan was. It was someone that like grew fungi in their house, and I don't know, I think from the little that I knew about veganism and the little that I'd ever heard about vegans, I had this picture in my mind. I grew up on a farm. My grandfather was a farmer and he had pigs and he had sheep, and I rode horses, and I always grew up thinking that I absolutely loved animals. I'd grown up, like many of us have, in an environment where we're just conditioned to think that it's absolutely acceptable to eat animals, to wear animals, to use animals, to objectify animals. And so I guess like even the concept of veganism seemed alien. My sister was vegetarian for years, and that I was the person that was like, shut up, you're an idiot, I'm gonna eat meat. And I was a definite full-on like, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to know, super defensive. I lost both my mum and sister to breast cancer, and it was after that, and myself finding out that I carried the BRCA1 gene and deciding to have a preventive double mastectomy, that things started to change for me. And this conversation was brought about, well actually prevention can be about diet as well, and people kept talking about a plant-based diet, and initially I was quite defensive. But something happened, and it was almost like someone had just flicked a switch in my head, and I stopped wanting to eat meat, and so I didn't say anything to anybody, I just kind of stopped eating meat. And then there was the summer, so the summer 3 years ago, and I was spending a lot of time with Shaka Bars at Spartan Fam, and after we'd done all the exercise, we'd go to Cook Daily, and we'd eat vegan food, and I'm like, hold on a second, look at this group of people. This is people from all walks of life, like all races, all ages, and this food is fucking amazing, for want of a better word. Beep that out if you must. It was kind of like blowing my mind a little bit, like this is veganism, wow. And then I had the pleasure of doing an interview with Timothy Sheaf, another vegan, and I was just like, yeah, these people, they're totally making sense. At the time I was on a path, I guess like a spiritual path, and opening up to spiritualism, and the idea of consciousness and awakening, and it all kind of just tied in together. And I was writing a blog, and I thought, you know what, I'll just try vegan for a week, I'll just do it for a week. And that was nearly 3 years ago, and I have never looked back. And the one pivotal point, all of this stuff happened, and I watched one of Timothy Sheaf's videos which he was in his flat, and he's like, oh my god, look, I've just tidied my room and I feel so good, now my room is tidy. I wish I had someone to do it for me. They could tidy my room, they could tidy my whole flat, they could tidy my whole house, and I would love it, but I wouldn't want to pay them for it. And that would be wrong, because it would be slavery, and that's what we do to animals every single day. It was something along those lines, and it kind of just hit me in the face like a ton of bricks, and I just thought, you know what, enough is enough, and that was it for me. So this video is a little introduction to a series that I will be doing with Zessoo, who make vegan leather. So they make vegan leather products. We all know that as vegans, it's not just about what you eat, it's also about what you wear, what you put on your skin, the products that you use in your house. There's so many different things, and when you step into the world of veganism, it's like, whoa, there's so many things that you'd never even considered before, and you have to open your eyes to and become aware of. And so me and Zessoo thought it would be amazing for us to do a video series where we can meet people who are doing great things, we can introduce non-vegans to veganism, where we can introduce you to other products that are out there, where you could tell us about vegans that are doing great things that you think we and other people could benefit from knowing about. And that's what this is all about. One thing I will say about becoming vegan is that vegan people have created an immense and an amazing community whereby people are loved and accepted, and I think that's one of the most brilliant things about it, and this series is just going to be a continuation of that love, that adoration and that respect that we have for each other. It's going to be about speaking to people who are vegan about the amazing things that they're doing, so that we can all learn and grow together and support each other, and so that hopefully we can kind of pull more and more people in for the journey, and that of course is the dream. Please make sure that you stick with this series, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like on Facebook. It's Clara Hermit with Zessoo, bringing you all the very best that we can find of veganism.